To the Rusty family, two dogs on a mission. Television gold, ain't no intermission. Wild antics, blanks got the crowd all wishing. Laughter's currency, big fame, the commission. Rusty in the corner, players wild and whack. Tim in the front, comedy never lack. Studio chaos, keep them all on track. Smash hit moments, all stripping from the mat. Tim and Rusty run the show, ain't no stopping. Every episode, side splitting, jaw dropping. Laughs on tap, steady beat, steady knocking. Fame train rolling, never gonna be flopping. Tim spitting jokes like a pro magician's wand. Rusty bringing back up, both tight like a bond. Audience cracking up from dusk until dawn. Comedy duo, yeah, that's the unbreakable bond. Shenanigans break the fourth wall, candid confessions. Each episode a lesson in laughter professions. From pratfalls to epic rants, never second lessons. Tim and Rusty reign supreme, laughter the obsession.
Boo!
Well, I'm not quite sure who Rusty is booing.
Colton Manning.
We still got people coming in at 8 o'clock.
He's black. Well, that's when they thought it started. Man, they've already missed the whole show.
There'll be another 200 people coming in.
I mean, just these two matches right here that we've had. This is match number 3. You are RWF Renegade Wrestling, the RWF of Middle Tennessee and all professional wrestling. This is Rusty the Ref alongside the ring here with the voice and commissioner, Tim Miner, and Social Security Guard, Tony Chauncey. And in the ring, we've got the Tennessee Hangman, Larry Cooter,
Putting
the man
that title
in
on the
black.
line against a great opponent here, Mike Cobb.
And the man with the black tights only, Mike Cobb. And referee Colton Manning, once again, he is...
Keep an eye on mine, I'll keep an eye on yours. Microphone, that is. You've got two veterans here. Mike Cobb is known for his high-flying moves, quick moves. Larry Cooter is known for everything. Catch if catch can. He can high fly. Why is he hiding behind Colton Manning?
I don't know. Despite what I say, Colton Manning is a good referee. He raced up there with Deshaun Morris, but I'm still going to boo him. Collar and tie, elbow tied right in the middle of the ring, and into an arm wringer by, I tried to grab the hair of Cooter. Mike Cobb did. You're going to see a lot of finesse here with Mike Cobb. Now we got that wrist lock. That's got to hurt. And a reversal look. We're seeing a good chain, catch if catch can wrestling. So far, they only tried to do an illegal move. What did he just do?
He came out of it into a hammer.
He grabbed his own foot from behind, and Cobb did. And anyway, got out of the move. Once again, look at his chain continue. We just need to get Colton in one of those chains. 3. Irish whip. Look at that big man go up.
Arm jack takedown there by Larry Cooter.
You saw a 240-pound man do it just like Jason Xavier. Just finesse. You don't think Anthony Wayne's going to come out and talk some more, do you?
I hope not.
In the middle of this match. He rang the bell with this one. Wow.
And we see Loose Cannon walking in the door.
All right. Maybe we'll get him on a microphone after a while.
All right, that once again.
Mike Cobb.
Larry Cooter asking the fans if he wants them to break it, and the fans yelling yes.
Hello, Mr. Cannon. Still remember.
Irish whip coming up, off the ropes. Oh, he holds on to the ropes. Oh, he steps out of the way.
Right. He hit that apron with his hip.
Oh, leg lariat to the back of the
yeah, that's going to
shoulder
hurt.
flex there.
That is going to hurt a lot. Yeah, let's get out of the way. There, thank you, folks. Security's doing a good job tonight.
He's going to bring it back up to his vertical base right outside the screen.
Measured fist to the forehead. In the ring, Colton Manning says. Colton Manning sounds like he's as big as The Undertaker when he talks. I like it. You should be showboat.
Over here.
Even if you're choking him, don't take the time out to showboat on a cooter. Cooter will turn the tables on you in a heartbeat. Oh! Oh! I think I said, oh!
Holy, holy, holy.
Said a lot of our friends and a lot of veteran wrestlers out here tonight. Thank y'all for coming. I'll try to get around during intermission and see you.
Little strutting and stuff there, and he lands the right hand.
Well, I guess as long as he keeps Cooter down, he can strut his stuff. I think Cobb's having some trouble with his leg. He's grabbed it a couple of times.
Oh, he's going to show off for the camera now.
Now, Cooter is having trouble with Mike Cobb's leg. I'm going to give that a 10 because he worked the camera.
Back up there, boy.
A low-key one.
Don't have my monkey cam here tonight.
That's good and bad.
Come on.
You get banana peels all over the place, the peanut hulls. For the ride, here goes Cooter. Oh no, for the guillotine, there goes Cooter. Wasn't much of a ride. That's Shane Morton.
Yeah. Shane Morton in the house tonight.
We've seen him a lot through the years.
I heard that Jamie Dundee was going to be here, but I haven't seen him.
I've not seen him, but when I was in the locker room, he wasn't back there. Of course, we've been out here since the show started.
Oh, a lot of people might have thought it started at 8. We still might get another rush, which would be unbelievable.
I'm so happy for us.
Stomping Larry Cooter like a mudhole.
Whoa!
Get up.
Oh.
Get up.
I need to see the hangman get up and hang somebody. This is not like him to lay there and be
sit like that.
and have a butthole stomped on him through him. However,
Oh, man.
he is. That's a 10. That was a 10 right there.
That's a 10. That was a 10.
One of my favorite wrestlers, Desperado, just walked by. Retired now until the next time he gets in the ring. Mike Cobb arguing with Colton Manning. Colton said it's a 2 count. And you better believe if Colton Manning tells you it's a 2, it's a 2. Rear shin lock. And the way he's doing that, he can put a little stank on it, control the head, you control everything. And then you're cranking on that neck. There's a little lady right here in front of me that's brushing her face with a spatula.
We still got more people coming in the door paying.
They thought it started at 8. Cooter's getting up, elbow to the gut, another elbow, and man, say big elbow. Dunk under by Cooter, dunk under by Cooter.
Oh! Big.
That's 10! Oh yeah! That was a 10.
That was a 10.
Y'all need to just admit it.
That was a 10, 20, 30 because we
Cooter had a head of steam. Now this,
Well, Mike Cobb says he's a god. I don't know, but
I wouldn't go there.
2 count as Larry Cooter kicks up before the count of 3.
I'm not even going to argue with Colton tonight because usually that's a 3 count when he says 2, but I think that was a 2. Once again, we are privileged, Mike, to have Mike Cobb here tonight. He can take this belt from Larry Cooter
Oh yeah, and he would represent it pretty good.
very well. He's
fighting back now is Larry Cooter.
a little Dusty Rhodes.
Oh,
I'll give that a low-key 10. There you go. This is the Hangman. Look at a little jump in his step. Suplex.
Oh!
Belly to belly.
belly power suplex there.
Yeah. A gut wrenching.
1, 2. Oh, his foot's on the rope.
The ring.
Luckily for Mike Cobb, he was close to the ropes.
The ring general forgot where he was at and got Cobb too close to the ropes. Oh, it's double strap time. Is his arm hurt? He's acting like his arm's hurt.
He's gonna go. He's gonna go in a minute.
Why'd he pull his shirt off?
Oh, he kicked his feet up underneath him.
That's a 10.
Oh, what a punch.
Mike Cobb.
That was nice.
Come on, Cole knows the 3. He won me over.
Good girl.
Cobb
Do it again,
won
do it
me
again.
over. I know I'm a Larry Cooter Hangman fan, but Cobb has done everything to win this match, and he would have won it if Colton would count.
So you're saying Colton can't count?
It might have been a 5 count on that one.
Hey, boy. You better get it, good boy.
Super kick coming up. He got that low kick to the leg.
Oh, he flipped him a bird. Oh, he caught it.
Oh yeah!
That was in the
Look at,
arms.
I like that. Gut wrenching again. That's a 10. We're just filled with 10s tonight. I might have to be more lenient.
Oh, 2 count. He kicks out before the count of 3.
That was a 3.
Yeah, it was.
It might have been a 4. It's at least a 3.
Cracking his neck. He's getting ready now.
Here he goes. He probably needed to crack his neck.
Probably need to have to crack that neck.
Gonna do it again. Sit down powerbomb. 1, 2, 3.
got it.
Now we got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match and still RWF United States Champion, the Tennessee Hangman, Larry Cooter.
Welcome to the Tim and Rusty Show. This is the post-Thanksgiving, pre-Christmas, fantastic show tonight. We're glad to have you with us. Tim Miner will be joining me in just a moment. You just enjoyed a match from December of last year with Larry Cooter and Mike Cobb, the 2 veterans of the sport. Tim Miner, how have you
And
been?
here's the funny thing. They are facing each other this December, the 28th, at RWF Wrestling at Christmas Carnage. You may see old Big Carnage Claus come out and all his Carnage Claus helpers. I have been fighting a cold the last few days, and my voice is sounds bad.
You know, no offense here, but you didn't have to tell us that. We can
Well,
tell.
you can tell. I've got to announce basketball tomorrow night.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could not. That could be our only match. It's not. We got a whole card full, but that match right there is worth the price of admission anywhere you go. And we've got good seats, and we got good prices, and we finally got a good date, solid date for our show, the 28th of December, the last Saturday. Please note that it's not the usual third Saturday, and we've got this worked out with our building right now. We'll be on the third Saturday of the month from here on out.
Yeah, we chose the 4th week this month because the 21st would have fell on the Saturday, the third Saturday, 3 days before Christmas Eve.
I feel like that's the last weekend before Christmas that people would be out, Christmas parties, shopping, finishing up,
Going to grandma's.
Yeah. So, and maybe on the road, out of town. So we decided to use the 28th. That way, Christmas is over, and people may be looking for something to do after Christmas. So,
Well, this week, over behind our church on Lot 4 Road, that right along along the border or the back of it, there were these things that looked like trash all over the place. This is not sports related, but it was phenomenal to me. And so I got to looking closer, and it wasn't trash. It's what is called frost flowers or ice flowers. And it's when it gets there's still moisture, a lot of moisture in the plants, and it gets extremely cold really quick, and it forms these frost flowers. They're beautiful. I'm sorry, I have not set up to show them to you. I'll put them on my Facebook page just because I think it's fascinating.
That came from left field.
I'm fascinated. Well, here's two things. As you know, I'm up there in years, and old enough to have some grown kids as my grandchildren, and some of you wrestlers are my grandchildren and children. But anyway, speaking of which, happy anniversary to Amber and Andrew Apple, who are some of our wrestling kids, or Matt Corbin. Anyway, these frost, look them up. They're beautiful, and I will post the pictures of them on my Facebook page. You can see them, and it's a phenomenon. It doesn't readily happen. It happens more in the Netherlands or up in Canada, but we got it. And within the past, 3 months, we've also got to see in our area the Aurora Borealis. These are phenomenal things that just don't happen. They don't come down this far.
Well, since you're
happened
going to go off
twice.
topic of wrestling, I'm going to go off topic. I want to talk about my FanDuel bet that I made this past week. I made a 12-leg parlay, and I cashed out a $10 bet for $1,049. That's a good win. Problem is, I cashed out too soon because I ended up hitting every game and would have won $4,800 if I'd have held on and not cashed out. But there was a reason I cashed out. One of the teams I had picked was losing at the time, and Tampa Bay's quarterback, Baker Mayfield, had got injured, and I wasn't sure if he was coming back in. And then the Eagles were playing the Ravens in a close game. I picked the Eagles to win, and they were only about 2. The Ravens were already in field goal range. They offered me $1,049. I had to take it. I mean, it was like, all right, I could lose it all, lose my $10.
And no matter,
I'm making $1,039 here. Come on.
And no matter who the Ravens are playing, you can't bet against the Ravens. You might bet against Baker
the thing that
Mayfield.
makes me want to kick myself is I ended up hitting every single game.
You got 16
No,
games?
I'm talking that was a 12-leg parlay. And I didn't have the Thanksgiving Day games on that parlay. But I would have ended up hitting it for $4,800. Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. Or for me, it's not 20/20. I can't see.
You did get all 16 games in our pick'ems.
No, in our pick'ems, you had the Thanksgiving Day games on there along with the other 12. I picked every single game right, 16-0. Who would you would think I'm a time traveler?
I got 14. No, if you were a time traveler, you'd have hit the 4,000. You would have hit all 16.
I would, yeah.
We would be. Well, you'd be. I'd hope I'd get dragged along. We'd be sitting in our own wrestling building right now. Yeah. And some of you guys would have a permanent job.
I would be sitting in our own studio doing our live stream. Actually, if I had the money like that, I would make a building at the wrestling show where our cameras would stay up and we could do a live stream straight from the wrestling arena.
And have a place where guys could train within reason when they wanted to, and, designated
I don't know who all joined in on Thanksgiving night, but we had a live stream of old video footage. You saw me beat Kid Scorpion in a hardcore match.
You were timeout. You were really good at that. You were athletic. You even did some wrestling.
Did you watch it, Luke? No. You need to go back and watch that.
He's not a fan of wrestling.
He's always talking trash to me about what I can and can't do anymore.
You did some wrestling. Well, of course you can't do everything you did 30 years ago. Neither can Luke.
Yeah, well,
he wasn't in existence. He can't do it. At 17, he can't do everything. Oh, I told how old he is. Oh, I'm sorry. 17, he can't do everything he did when he was 13. Or, it's just now you get to do more, but, you get a knee replacement, a shoulder
Hello,
replacement,
John
and you
Watts.
still do all
John
that.
Watts is watching tonight.
Hey, John.
Actually, when I was pulling out that footage from AWF that I put on last Thursday night, you can go back and watch it too. You don't have just because it's not live now. All of our live streams stay on there, and they also go to our YouTube page, my YouTube page. So they definitely stay on there forever on YouTube. Facebook, they take them down after a certain amount of time.
But it's worth the watch. There were several
But it's
good
got
matches.
a lot of
Lance Dreamer was in that match.
got a lot of matches from SWA, AWF. But when I was going through that footage, I remember Hotshot John Watts coming out as a special guest referee, and when he made his first appearance at AWF with us. And Brian Burkhan is watching tonight.
Now I watched it and didn't notice that, and I'm a big fan of Hotshot John Watts.
I didn't put that footage in there.
Okay, because
The match was not.
John always has a special place for me. How about this? Hot shot, hot shot, hot shot. There goes the fire spitting out of his mouth. In the ring, he does that triple backflip thing and with a back elbow, and then he's joined by Dangerous, Hot and Dangerous. Well, John and Dale, it was what can you? Dale be dangerous and John be hot. It was
it John B. Hot?
Whatever it was.
Hot Shot John Watts.
Hot shot John Watts. It was one of the most. Now, go ahead and get all your feelings off your shoulders. It was arguably one of the best tag teams in anywhere in Middle Tennessee, and one of the best tag teams. Period. It was just really good when they came together. I just wished it could have gone on for many more years.
We had some.
We had
a young Julie Steele.
We had some great other tag teams too, just as good. But that was really good.
Show, we had a young Julie Steele who was handcuffed to someone at the ringside.
So you're saying Julie's old? The matriarch of RWF is an old woman?
We're all getting older.
Matriarch.
Hey, if we're not getting older, then we're dead. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, well, she was good. She's very active.
And she also was picking on LA Player in that one match that we had on the. She was in a couple of matches on
She
there.
wasn't afraid of LA. And that's the neat thing is you could come to RWF on December 28th and you can see Julie Steele, and she'll be just as involved in that match.
You can't see LA Player because he's somewhere
playing
in the Midwest. He moved away. I wish he would come in.
Yeah.
Hot Shot says we've always been his favorites in this business, and thank you so much, Rusty, for what you said.
Yeah, it just anyway, I'll talk. I had some personal questions. I'll ask him later. Anyway,
But
about some of his
anyways,
post.
we've got a good show coming up here on December the 28th. Like I said, the match you just saw at the beginning was Larry Cooter versus Mike Cobb last year. Now, we didn't get to do our anniversary show, which would have been in November. We didn't get to do our Halloween show in October. So we've been off for a couple months because of issues with the guard trying to get the building taken care of. And we couldn't get that taken care of.
Guard, if you're listening, I'm not laughing at you. Yes, I am. Why could they not work something out? Come on. What if it was wartime? You could have done. No, thank you for doing what you've done. I'm sure the person in charge now, it's nothing to do with them.
This is actually, December is actually our anniversary show of being in Gallatin, because our first show was in Lafayette. And then we moved to Gallatin right after that.
We missed a lot of big stuff right here. There was our Halloween show, which is a big show, and then we missed our anniversary for the new RWF Renegade, and then we missed we didn't miss our Christmas show. So we're going to probably try to cram a bunch of stuff in here. It's going to be interesting, and it's also Tim Miner's birthday right around now.
Actually, my birthday will be right before that. I will be 25.
We'll stick with that.
Yeah, I've been in the business for 25 years.
Yeah. Sort of like Julie.
Yeah.
So if some of you, if you are Hotshot John Watt fans, you can go to his Facebook page and message him and talk with him that way. You want to get back in touch, or we mentioned Matt Corbin. You'll have to go to Kayfabe Alert, Andrew Apple, and you can, or Amber Apple. I think they may have a joint account. Anyway, am I giving out too much personal information?
Yeah, probably.
Well, anyway, it's Facebook. You can go and message them, and don't put anything bad, particularly about Amber.
If you did watch the video on Thursday night, if you enjoyed that, let me know. I'll try to do more of those.
Even better, message Tim Miner about things like that.
And I probably
won't answer.
Hey, I've got
message me.
You know that my regular phone, I get anywhere from 100 to 200 texts a day.
Well, seriously, if any of you are having trouble getting in touch with Tim, because and it's not just wanting to shoot the breeze, but you got a legitimate question about our wrestling or live stream, or you want to request a match,
send a message on Facebook on it.
Yeah.
Messenger,
or you can send it to me and I'll get it to him. But I don't want a bunch of junk either. I just, and if you're my friend, we'll talk.
But now, and I told you that the match that we just saw, Mike Cobb and Larry Cooter, you're going to see that on the 28th. Mike Cobb takes on Larry Cooter.
That is once again, that is a main event, a highlight show. Anywhere you go, that match alone could be a show. Let's make it a 5 out of 6.
We have Landon Bradley putting the RWF
4 out of 5
light heavyweight title on the line against Jason Xavier, and I'm sure
there's perpetual motion right there.
And
the veteran against he's not a rookie anymore.
Now Cletus Bass will be at ringside with Jason Xavier or with Landon Bradley.
This, I believe.
And then what's Jason's son's name that comes to ringside with him? Ryan Xavier will be at ringside. But now this is
Cletus's retirement match, isn't
retirement match, I believe.
Or it may not be he may not be wrestling, but that's one reason why.
Of course, he's already been retired. I mean, from wrestling as far as a wrestler, I believe.
He travels a long distance. I just guess I'm giving out everybody's personal stuff tonight, but he travels like up to 4 hours to get to our show. That's a long way, and he does it because this is his life, his love, and relationships that we developed. I just wish Cletus Bass would get Otis Bass to drive 30 minutes to come to our show.
We've had a few people come on here and they say, "Hi, Rusty," but they don't say like Kid Scorpion.
Hey, Scorpion
here and says, "Hi, Rusty." Doesn't say anything about Tim Miner.
Well, you don't like Kid Scorpion. I do. It's like,
yeah, but this is
you had a match where you just tried to kill him.
That was from
not
years
kill
ago.
him, but render him unconscious.
When I beat him for the.
You also, when he won the world's title, you stripped Kid Scorpion of that title. I think it's less than 30 seconds? It's less than 60. I got to keep it a full 2 minutes.
The instant replay,
which was in here. Not in here, in there.
In the video, you can see me looking at the TV.
The same one I was looking at.
I was rewinding the VHS tape.
Well, like I said before, I got to win the world title. Thank you to Loose Cannon and American Psycho, who put the belt on me. I got to defeat American Psycho. Wow. They Kayfabe Alert. They worked it out for me. But thank you, because if I'd have kept that, I'd have had to defend it against American Psycho the next week. No. Talk about rendering someone unconscious or killing someone.
I have never been the heavyweight champion. You have.
Periodically, Loose Cannon would just go wild, go crazy, and knock me out. I can name 5 times there that I know of throughout the years, and he liked me. What would Psycho do to me after me taking his belt? Thank you for stripping me of that title. I am a big fan. They were wrestling back that last week too.
Now
Thanksgiving show.
I was the hardcore champion.
Yes,
and I actually defended the belt in the ring. wrestle for the belt in the ring.
Well, you were the 24/7. Was that hardcore too?
Yeah, that's a hardcore. Yeah.
The one I liked when David Milam won it. Somebody was. Anyway, he took whoever's pinning whoever off of him and pinned it. That's probably Scorpion too.
We're going to have Austin Cruz taking on. I sound like Bill Clinton here tonight. I'm sorry. We got Austin Cruz.
I did not have sex with that girl.
I did not touch Monica Lewinsky. Austin Cruz will take on Jason. Not Jason.
It says Jason Xavier.
No,
it's German. I try.
Why is my mind going blank here?
tried.
Xavier
German.
Michaels.
I tried. It's Xavier Michaels.
He's be taking on Xavier Michaels. I'm like, why am I? I've got it wrote down wrong here. I apologize. But Austin Cruz going to try to take it. I should have showed the video of him throwing. I'll probably do that next week. Also,
the Human Wrecking Ball.
As it gets closer to Christmas, we're going to have the Tim and Rusty Christmas show.
Okay.
We're going to sing for him.
Ho, ho, ho.
We're going to do like the Bob Hope Christmas special. It's going to be the Tim and Rusty Christmas special.
And I put some footage on
I think Luke's going to sing a Christmas song that night.
On Rusty's wrestling page. I don't think you posted it on over to your site, but I wished you would, because it's got Cal Caputa, the Koopa, who is
Xavier Michaels.
It's got him doing an island fire dance where he's twirling these fire pots and doing all kinds of stuff with it. It is. You won't even think, you'll be looking. Who is it? It is Cal.
He just joined us.
I didn't mean anything derogatory.
And he says the U.S. belt won't be going to that bully. He hurt my friend and stuck his nose in my business.
after he just broke his friend's leg, put him out of the business.
Making amends.
That's true. They hugged.
Kid Scorpion finally says hi, Timothy Miner. He must have went back and watched the video of me beating him in the hardcore match that was on there last. Actually, really, that was I come off the top rope with a nice elbow.
Yeah,
I
did.
That's when I hurt my elbow, and it's been hurting ever since.
That's more interesting when you hit him with stuff.
It's called fire spinning, Rusty, not twirling. Twirling is.
I'm sorry. I'm learning. I'd like to see him do that at one of our shows.
Twirling sounds like.
I don't know if he wants to do crossover with these things, but that'd be neat for, to
come out to the ring.
Yeah,
or not twirling fire, spinning fire.
Whatever that was, it is fantastic. We get the lights out and get it going good. But there again, it may be something that's.
Of course, Kid Scorpion says, "Don't trust me. I'm the most trustworthy person in this building right now."
I don't mean to put Cal Xavier on the spot, but that just fascinated me, and to think, oh, I know this guy. I just thought I was watching one of those. Wow, it was good. It was good. Just like he is in the ring, though. You don't have to do anything other than be you. And I'm looking forward to this. Who is going to be the heel in this match between the Human Wrecking Ball?
Austin Cruz, of course. But he threw Jason or Xavier Michaels into the.
But these people really
in the locker.
They really
love. Like he got done like that in school is what they said.
Xavier Michaels, you better say they said.
I said they said he got stuck in the locker.
We saw this hardcore match you did 25 years ago, but I think Xavier can get his foot 6 feet.
December. How am I doing hardcore?
You were a baby. we were babies back then. He can get his foot 6 foot or better up in the air. So to watch your head rolling.
It's good to see Rockhead Ray Spears tonight.
Rockhead, I loved my times at SWA.
Remember that time I slapped him in the face?
He does too. Thanks for reminding
me.
You should have. I love my times, of course, with his in-ring performance, but sitting in the locker room and talking, which I had the privilege of doing that. Thank you, Tim Scruggs. but and sitting in the room and talking to Rockette and others, but him just telling all these old stories. You know, when he began in his early beginnings, he was in Charlotte, and he was with the Flair and Iron Anderson. Well, maybe not Iron Anderson, Flair and the other Andersons, and some of those guys. And it was just all these stories that he had and going on up through the years. And who was the promoter in Tennessee? Not Weingartner, the other guy. Anyway, he did a lot of stuff for him. He had a wolf dog that he bring to the ring. Wow. I think he had a snake at one time, too.
Nick Gulas?
Nick Gulas, yeah, Nick Gulas. He wrestled a lot for him. But anyway, I just enjoyed you, Rockhead. Thank you. I enjoyed being
Brian
your
Burkhart's
friend.
asking if Nate Starr is coming. He will not be at RWF that I know of. I do know he's supposed to be at PWA this coming Friday night.
If I can be,
But I will not be at PWA this coming Friday night. I have got basketball games tomorrow night.
I plan on being there, so be sure to come
I
by and
think
talk to
Rico
me.
was asking if you were going, and he may get in touch with you about going with you.
Okay. So, if I can be so bold, and you can stop me and tell me, but if Nate Starr shows up on the card or not at RWF and wants to wrestle, I think we can find a place
Oh,
for him.
well, we got the Battle Royal. We got the
I mean,
Rampage Royal.
He is part of the family. He can be in there. Of course, what we ought to do if he just shows up is put him against Matt, let Matt beat him down again.
Okay. Also, the other match we have Sharp Dressed Man James. Oh wait, Sharp Dressed Man are not going to be there. They're Sharp Dressed Man James will be there and be in action, but they will not be in the tag team title match against Drew Weatherby and LBK because Sharp Dressed Man Lawrence has retired.
And Drew is. You can't trust a Weatherby. That's what he says.
Yeah.
That's his new logo. And yeah, there's a lot to that. Anyway, but Drew's going to be out of town as well.
Yeah, so
and
we may just-
LBK
we
is
may just
better.
put-
He can wrestle.
I bet just Sharp Dressed Man James against LBK in a singles match or something like that. We'll see.
James can go with.
They will be there in action.
He can go with LBK.
Then we do have a
With all that high flying, high impact stuff.
RWF street fight as Dewey Barnes, former TNA superstar,
Were you at the last show?
will take on Malachi.
Were you at that last show? He stapled hazard tape. Do not cross these lines tape to his body.
Now,
Right in the head.
there's been a fair warning from
Did it all the way out.
there's been
Blood everywhere.
there's been a fair warning or a relief message from Luke to Malachi. Luke will not be there on the 28th, so Malachi will be safe at night.
I don't know if you can see my eyes roll on the camera, but get this one.
Yeah,
I'm sure Malachi was worried about that.
yeah.
He's sitting over there with his Malachi hater shirt on right now.
Actually, I hung that up in the closet earlier.
Well, he's got it on. I'm looking right at it. It's got a picture of Malachi on it.
But Dewey
Oh,
Barnes
no, that's not Malachi.
taking on the monster Malachi.
It's a dog. You're calling Malachi a dog now? A pink dog?
We're gonna be singing "Who Let the Dogs Out" when Malachi gets a hold of him.
I tell you.
Then we're gonna have a Rampage Royal, which a contestant will enter every minute until everybody that's going to be in this gets in the ring. But I'm not sure how many participants we have right now, but we'll start off with 2, and then every minute one person will enter the ring,
I like it that way.
and
You get
it
more,
is by
more wrestling that
it
way.
is by luck of the draw, and we will hit their music, and that's when they'll know they're coming out. They don't know who's going to be first, who's going to be
That's
last.
hard to with our announcing because we have to turn the camera or you have to do a lot of editing
No,
with the music.
I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I can, but so I do know that we have in the Rock Dog, Blackthorn. Where'd my list go of who all is going to be in that match? I don't know if I have a list, but I do know that Rock Dog, Blackthorn,
David
David
Matthews.
Carnage.
The boys.
Probably the
Carnage's.
Yeah, probably those guys.
JDV and Carnage Michaels.
But that
if
Kenny South would be in that.
would you consider putting?
And if any of these other guys, let's say, if by chance Xavier Michaels loses his title, he could always enter the Rampage Royal to try, because every wins gets the briefcases in there. It'll have.
If you're putting David Matthews in there, would you consider putting Destiny Rose in?
Yeah, there's possible.
She can handle herself. Of course, I don't like the idea of.
Of course, she's
women.
already got a championship. She's the women's champion.
I don't like the idea of women wrestling men, but if Big Man Carnage is in there at the same time she is, and we could somehow, that could happen. How are you going to get Carnage over the top rope? Offer him a hot dog. I didn't mean it. No, I mean I meant that. How are you going to get him over the top rope? He'll probably chase somebody over, or he'll go over throwing somebody else. Because if he decides he doesn't want to go, you got 350 pounds of a chunk of muscle and a little bit of padding, but he's not going over. All he's got to do is lay down, and who's going to pick up dead weight? Of course, he won't be laying down. That'll be interesting.
Their main event is a Dirty Santa match, where we'll have gift bags.
That just sounds dirty.
Christmas gift bags or Christmas boxes, and when these wrestlers get to the box or the present, they can open it up, and they can use whatever's inside the present to as a weapon. Now, then again, one might be a box that has milk and cookies, so they could take a time out and just eat some milk and cookies,
Or they could throw the milk on somebody and shove the cookies down their throat. So did we do this at AWF?
We did the Halloween one. On our Halloween show. We did a trick or treat match.
Okay.
And this is actually what we were going to do back in October, was a trick or treat match, and now it's switched over to a Dirty Santa.
And that is Matt Starr and Sean Hoodrich.
Well, that's who it was going to be before.
It's going to be now too, right?
Yeah, that's for the RWF heavyweight title.
And
so we've got 7 big matches that could be a main event. Every match could be a main event.
And I think it's worthy to point out, because Rico sat right here and made out like, well, he didn't make out, but he acted.
Who'd you
like,
make out with? You made out with Rico?
You sound like Bill Clinton again. Particularly when you talk about making out. Anyway, he sat right here and gave the feeling that Matt Starr was a jabroni. He's a Gambini. He was whatever you call it. He was a Saturday morning special. He was a jobber. He was that he's just going to lay down, and that Malachite have an easy route. Matt Starr is anything but that. Any given time, any given place, he comes out the winner. He's had more championships in this area, Middle Tennessee area, probably than anybody else, in all different kinds of places. Him and or Nate, but because part of that time it was tag champions. But you can't look past him, Sean Hoodridge. And once again, Sean Hoodridge, he's a perfect muscular specimen. Brings that snake in. But just don't look past Matt Starr, and Matt, don't look past Sean Hoodridge. Don't worry about that snake. He keeps it well fed.
You never know. That snake might have been a Christmas bag or a Christmas box.
I can see
that.
That
might be a birthday cake for me in one of those boxes.
That'd be interesting. We got a cleanup crew for the ring.
Well, Blackthorn. Yeah, Blackthorn's there. You know who cleans up the bathrooms and stuff.
I don't know if we should go there, but he does keep things right clean, right tidy, doesn't he?
Oh,
so I plan on being at PWA this Friday night. That's no big deal necessarily to them or to you, but it is to me. I enjoy going there, and I thank you PWA family for making us feel welcome when we are there and part of the show. But I brought that up to say the 20th of December, the Friday before Christmas, they're having a special Christmas show, and it's a benefit show for Heath Hensley, which is Honcho Henley's brother, who has got cancer. And I'm sorry if that wasn't known. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, we're going to be having benefits. So y'all want to show up for that. Usually what happens at benefit shows, all the wrestlers donate their time, and it's often sometimes the buildings don't. It's a big deal. And we hope to raise a whole lot of money during that time. And what, and in those times, just every little bit helps. Sometimes it's just the moral support that you're giving Honcho and his family that during that time. It's and this is great too. Honcho is one of the biggest heels in the business and in PWA, but it's like the fans have started. They cheer for him, Hensley, like Matt Starr
doesn't use that pile driver that night. All that money that they raise might have to be paid for the violation of using the pile driver.
Yeah, and I mean that pile driver, banning that pile driver has definitely made the fans turn. It lets them know what they think of our general manager of PWA and of our ring announcer. They're on Honcho's side on this. There's no reason to ban the pile driver. Just man up. The person who's wrestling can use the pile. You don't think the Dreamweaver knows how to do a pile driver? I like the Dream. Here we go, ADD. Love watching the Dreamweaver work, and I really like visiting his Facebook page. He's got all kinds of different videos that he puts on of promos and stuff about matches and different things. It's really good. And there's a good match too. I think I posted on Rusty's wrestling page of Andy Optimal and Toby Farley, which Andy Optimal was far outsized. They're down somewhere in the Nashville wrestling. And once again, that's on my Facebook page, but it was just good. Andy just does everything. And then here comes all this high flying and quick kicking and everything, martial art looking guy. And then Toby just comes out with a high flying drop kick just out of nowhere. It was great. Anyway, I just enjoyed watching them wrestle. So be sure to be there this Friday night for PWA. Looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to be back in action at RWF.
Yes, I can't wait. It's been rough. You get up and get ready for the match, for our matches and our show, and then all of a sudden, rug pulled out from under you, and it's like, oh, we got down. We did that twice, didn't we? Just right up to just a few days before the show, and like, oh. So once again, we're not blaming anybody other than maybe somebody who's defending us overseas, and how do we blame him? So could be perilous times right now too.
Oh me. Well, you got any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Tell me about real quick, please. Well, as quick as you want, about the Greenways basketball program right now. And their football is gone, right?
Football season's over with. We started basketball a few weeks ago. Boys are decent. We do have a game tomorrow night against Portland. Portland did beat us a week ago when we went to Portland. We lost at Portland in a close game.
Don't you have like a 7-footer?
No.
Or Portland did?
Oh, no. That was another team.
Oh, okay.
That was in the tournament. But we got some good shooters, some scorers. Don't have a big team, so we're going to have to fight for rebounds. But if we can shoot like we did a few of those games in our Thanksgiving tournament. We went undefeated in Thanksgiving tournament, which
well, you give me two good smaller point guards that can work the ball and shoot two of them, or forward, what do you call that? That hybrid forward. Take that over the bigs any day. Guys that can work the ball and that can shoot layups or shoot over you. I love that, like a Seth Curry.
Now, Jonathan Shelton or Malachi,
You can't say that on. He isn't ready to come out.
he is
Oh,
looking
wait,
for some
wait.
basketball referees for a program that he works for. Or not referees, coaches.
Are we allowed to say what you just said? Are we allowed to put his
He posts
his shoot name with?
He posts on here every week.
I'm trying to protect you, Malachi.
He don't need your protection.
He does from some things from RWF. There'll be shenanigans and whatnots. I'm
Only
telling
from you. You're against him.
No, I'm not. I'm his biggest fan. I want to point out to him, don't look over Dewey Barnes. A man who would take a staple gun into his forehead, he would do that to you and anything else. Of course, I know he's the monster known as Malachi,
Well, Rusty, it is time for
the
us to
godfather of wrestling. Yeah.
go.
Well, thank
If I
you.
could get Luke to get over there and get
Thank
ready
you
to cut us
for
off the air.
watching us tonight. Thank you, Tim Bunner. I know you're not feeling well. Please tune in and be sure to watch all our Facebook pages for different matches being posted.
I will be on vacation the first part of next week.
Everybody
so I'll
come
be
on
off-
over.
No, I'll be off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Oh, that's good.
So don't text me.
You don't take off for your birthday?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to not even get out of bed on Monday. I'm gonna lay in my pajamas and watch Christmas movies.
And just answer the telephone.
No, I'm gonna lay in my pajamas and watch Christmas movies.
Okay.
Watch Frosty, Rudolph.
I watched. I think it's a Blackjack movie. I think it was on Paramount. Might be Peacock, and it's a letter. I may have the title wrong. The Letter to Satan.
Oh, yeah,
And
I watched that the other day.
The little kid is
It's Jack Black plays Satan. Well, he really wasn't Satan. He was
Claus.
just a demon.
He's the little kid is dyslexic. I don't know if
Dyslexic.
I don't know if I
So
said
you
that.
can't even say
Where you-
dyslexic. So you're
where you-
worse than the kid.
I may have a little bit of that where you write things backwards and stuff, and he superimpose the letters, and the letter went to Satan instead of to Santa. But it's pretty good, and they didn't, it was G-rated, maybe a little parental guidance, but not really. But for our fans, I'm sure it's fine. It's good. It was a good Christmas movie, and it ends up turning out good. It's not all occult type stuff.
But anyways, it is time for us to go. And for those that we won't see or hear from before Christmas, we want you to have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we hope to see you on the 28th. And we'll be back here next week for the Tim and Rusty show one day. I'm not sure which day it will be. And until then, you get to hear me. Actually, I'm going to have a video of me on here, the Christmas show, of me dressed up like Woody from Toy Story, singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I did that in church several years
saw it
ago.
live. Do I have to be?
You have to.
Do I have to? Let's do it again.
Yes, it was good. I do the Alan Jackson version of Rudolph. But anyways, before I get shot with a rubber band
this is
and have to
painful.
fire Luke,
This is painful.
it is time to go. So until next time, this is the voice, Timothy Miner, almost losing his voice,
Along with Rusty the Ref.
saying good night. Are you awake over there?